Hey, how's it going, family? Today we're going to be talking about a trend that I am noticing, and you probably want to try to jump on board this trend. The trend is installing cameras at your home and around your home. Stay tuned. Hey, my name is Kenny, and I'm the owner of Robinson Handy and Technology Services based in Montgomery, Alabama. And today I am talking about security cameras. It doesn't matter what kind of camera it is. Some of them are just a plain old stick-up camera that you have. Some of them are the floodlight cameras that exist from the various manufacturers, as well as doorbell cameras from the various manufacturers. The reason I want to point this out is that there is a trend of things that I'm starting to see. In some areas, a lot of people are reporting more crime, and it's not the type of crime that you would think it would be. It would be the what is in some cases referred to as petty crime, like stealing copper wiring off of a house or cutting, Ethernet or internet cable lines and then performing something else after those lines have been cut. Those various types of things. In some scenarios, though, the cameras that I have installed are for the customers that want to keep an eye out on guests or a company that they had or could potentially have coming over to make sure that those that were coming over weren't doing anything they shouldn't be doing, and also to be able to track when those people come over and when they leave. The reason being is one particular scenario, the customer that is, mentioned that he had someone that he knew and he was okay with them coming over, but the problem they had was they would come over at times that the person was not at home, and a for that particular reason they were kind of like, yeah, I kind of need to know when he's coming over and when he's leaving. And I'm not sure of the full details of that situation, but that was kind of the gist of the situation. Another scenario was that the customer just wanted to have eyes on their property, both in the front and in the back of the house. And so they wanted to be able to see, watch the vehicles, because there's a lot of what they call pulling on doors. And if the door open, they go into your vehicle and search and try to take out whatever they can find. There's other things where people are just on people's property for the sake of it to see if they will get caught. And so the trend here is more people are getting cameras to be able to observe what is going on their property while they are there and when they are away. And because of that, I've personally have been installing more cameras. Now, I don't show video or make a video about every camera that I install, because some of these are pretty straightforward, whether it's the Ring camera or an Arlo camera or just a doorbell camera. You can only do that so many times before the audience gets bored. So I don't do every video installation or every camera video installation for that reason. But do note that I have been doing more of those, and I wanted to bring that point up, is that you probably want to consider, if you already do not have them, to get cameras at your house. Now, the strategy that I will suggest is that you have one or two brands of cameras that you have. Also have some cameras that are wired and some cameras that are wireless. The reason being is the wired cameras are harder to hack, and most of the cameras on the market today that are most popular, that is, are wireless. If a criminal really wanted to cause a problem, they would run a jammer and then interfere with that wireless camera, and you may or may not get notified, in addition to the camera recording being available. With a wired camera, there's nothing to jam unless you have access directly to that camera. But if your cameras are properly positioned, it doesn't matter if you have access to that camera. If your cameras are properly positioned, you'll see that person tampering with your camera before they actually destroy the camera. Also, the reason I say more than one manufacturer is because in this day and age, a lot of these manufacturers are using cloud services to provide whatever video recording or streaming or whatever to the people that have their cameras. If one of those cloud services were to go down, there is a chance that if you had everything with the same system or same company, that you have no eyes, cameras that is, watching your house while you're there or not there. But if you have more than one manufacturer, the odds of that happening across multiple manufacturers are less. And if they do happen, it usually is a big deal for instance, the AWS outage, when those happen, usually they're a big deal because a number of providers go down at once, and most people end up finding out about it because of that reason. Now, I'm not saying that you need to buy all of your cameras at the same time. What you can do is kind of a layered approach. You can get maybe 2 cameras now, wait, sometime later till you get more funding, and then go buy 2 more cameras and continue doing it until you have full coverage or the coverage that satisfies your needs. Hopefully this is insightful and gives you a little bit of perspective about security and home security. If you have any questions or comments about cameras and my recommendations, you can drop a comment down below. I'll be glad to respond and provide my input as best as I can. If you are in the Montgomery area, feel free to reach out, rhtservices.net, and you can book a service where I can install the floodlight camera, doorbell camera, or any other type of camera that you have for you. Until next time, thank you for watching. Please be sure to subscribe, like, and follow.